And we are back with 16-year-old Anders Hemdahl and his parents, Stephanie and Nick. Earlier this year, Anders was having sex with his teenage girlfriend. He had no idea that a classmate was actually taping the whole thing on his cell phone. Anders, his girlfriend, and the boy who shot the tape were all suspended. The Anders family now joins me. And my understanding is, this is to the parents, Stephanie and Nick, that you brought a lawsuit against the school. And that's what Karen was commenting on. She was asking questions about that lawsuit. And my producers tell me that you were so angry with the school and how they handled it that this suit you felt was necessary. Tell us about that. And then, Karen, I'm going to have you follow up.
Okay, well, the suit has multiple counts. Karen asked us about two, the privacy and the defamation. The due process claims are also in the lawsuit. Anders' privacy was invaded because the school disseminated information about not just we're punishing him for 4 days, but what their actual infraction or supposed infraction was. The other thing is that he had no prior detentions, punishments, nothing in the 8 years we've lived there. And now his teachers that he would be having, only know this about him. And prior to that information being distributed, they would have only seen a good student, not a discipline problem, one who contributed to the school in many ways.
All right, Karen, let's go back to the suit.
Hold on.
Let's get back to the suit, Karen. Go ahead.
Now, what I heard the Ms. Hemdahl say was that his biggest mistake was trusting his friends. You know, I wrote a book about this. I think the problem that we have in society is the blame thing. I haven't heard the parents accepting responsibility yet. Isn't it a big mistake that he was doing something in a foreign country that he couldn't have done at school, that I hope he couldn't have done at your house? Isn't it a bigger mistake that he was doing something, knocking boots in such a public place that it could be videotaped? Is it a bigger mistake that he's having sex? Well, let me say one last thing, ma'am, that he's having sex in a Muslim country where it is criminal for unmarried people to have sex. I mean, where is the responsibility on you and your child? What's your responsibility here?
They were not in a public place. They were in a private hotel room. They were under the assumption that they had privacy.
Okay.
It is not a crime in this country for two teenagers to have sex. Period.
So you knew he was having
Yes, it is.
Wait. You knew he was having sex. You knew he was having sex, ma'am?
This was their first encounter.
Okay, so you did not know. You did not know they were having sex. And not only that, he also didn't tell you about it when he got back at home, right?
That is correct. His girlfriend did not want him to come forward to us. The kids were trying at the time to get this other kid to get rid of this video. He wasn't even admitting to have made it.
The real issue here is that somebody, he's pursuing a normal thing. I mean, this is, teenagers do this. It's, I think the focus should be on the person making the video. Yes, we did file a lawsuit.
Right.
I mean, the lawsuit was based upon the complete, utter lack of due process. And yes, there are other counts that were added, which was the defamation and these types of things. When we initially got notice of, when they told us what he was being charged with, is inappropriate behavior.
Right.
Okay. There was no rule in the rule book for sexual activity.
Right.
After we had meetings, when we involved an attorney, we had meetings with the school trying to basically just expunge his record, and we said we would do nothing else.
Prior to that, we just asked them to cite what rule in the rule book he broke.
Right.
We asked them to explain.
I've got to read a statement. Karen, hang on. I've got to read a statement from the legal group representing the school district.
Okay.
These are the school district being sued by the Anders family. The school district says, quote, the school district and the other defendants will only litigate the facts and law applicable to this case in an appropriate court. The defendants are vigorously defending against the plaintiff's claims, and they anticipate that the court will wholly reject those claims. Now, listen, be careful what you say about normal activity with teenagers. In many states, the age of consent is such that even if it's a younger teenager having sex with the girl, he can still be held accountable for rape. So you better look at what the age of consent is in Pennsylvania.
I don't know
or
what
I don't know
the
how
age
it
of
holds.
consent is there.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Dr.
holds.
Drew,
we were
Dr.
when,
Drew,
when we
I
went,
looked
obviously
at,
we met with
Dr. Drew, I looked at
Yeah.
the Pennsylvania Code. And under the Pennsylvania Code, if a school intends to suspend a student for more than 3 days, then the school must give the parents and the child notice and a hearing. And am I hearing
This
that
did
that